My Rhythm and Choose road trip has taken me to some amazing places across the US. And today I'm on the penultimate leg of my journey. It's the birthplace of jazz, known for its cuisine, and home to the world-famous Mardi Gras. It can only be the grand dame of American cities, New Orleans. I'll be checking out the roots of jazz, learning how to cook up some food Creole style, and I'll be heading up the Mississippi River on an old-fashioned steamboat. But first, let's get to grips with the music and the fine cuisine in this melting pot of a city.
I will love you all my heart. I will love you, never stop.
Looking for me?
Yes, Daniel. Nice to meet you. How are you? Tell us a little bit about the food scene.
Well, the food scene right now is great. A lot of chefs have cooked from all over the country and around the world, so they're bringing all those experiences to the plate.
The famous dishes here in New Orleans are like gumbo and Creole, but you don't necessarily cook that, do you?
What I do is more eclectic, a little bit more. I just take local produce, fish, meat, and just, use my experiences and put dishes together.
French Quarter is quite a unique place. It's like a square mile, very, very amazing architecture.
Well, it's so much history in the French Quarter, lots of ghosts. It's amazing how many stories can be told about one street block.
So Daniel, I hear you're an amazing chef. We've been highly recommended to come here and try your food in particular.
Well, awesome, thank you. Well, let me go in the kitchen and prove that to you, and I'll cook you up some of my favorite dishes.
Brilliant.
We're gonna start off with our cider braised pork belly. A couple bites, pick it up, shove it in your mouth.
That is outstanding. Let's see if the ravioli steps up to that. Oh yeah, that is superb. I love scallops. Scallops are one of my favorite seafood. I love the idea of having a grapefruit in there. If you're in New Orleans, you need to come and eat at this place. It's unbelievable. Well, I need to walk off all the delicious food, so I'm headed to the House of Blues, a live music venue in the heart of the French Quarter. It's one of New Orleans' most visited music venues. Looks pretty cool on the outside. Let's see what it's like inside.
Was blind.
Evangelist Linda Wright holds a very special service here at the House of Blues every weekend.
We try our very best to take you to church on Sunday mornings.
Okay.
Because we know some of them haven't been to church in a while, but we still love them
Okay.
anyway. So that's just our way of feeding them spiritually as well as feeding them physically.
Okay. Well, this place has always been about soul, from spiritually to the ones you wear on your feet.
This used to be a shoe factory years ago.
Okay.
And we still have a few of the shoes around.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
A great venue for live music then if you're in New Orleans.
A great venue for it, yeah. And definitely a great place to go to church on Sunday mornings.
Great. So, I've tasted new fusion food and experienced music for the soul. Now I have to do what everyone should do when they visit New Orleans. And that's why I'm here at the Canal Street docks in the French Quarter, where for the next 2 hours I'm going to be taking a slow and graceful ride up the Mississippi River, steamboat style. The Natchez is a 9th generation stern-wheel steamboat, based and built in New Orleans since 1975. Even the whistle is musical. What was this boat historically used for?
This boat is a replica of the steamboats that ran 100 years ago.
Okay.
And 100 years ago, steamboats ran carrying cargo and passengers upriver.
Okay.
And mainly cotton and lots of people.
And now it's used for more kind of like tourism trips, having dinner, coming and seeing the Mississippi River, which is a beautiful sight.
Right. It's mainly used for excursion vessel.
So Don, if you could have 3 words to sum up New Orleans, what would they be?
Food, music, steamboats.
What better way to while away the afternoon than taking in the sights of the Mississippi River? But back on dry land, my next stop is Arnold's, one of New Orleans' most famous Creole restaurants, dating all the way back to 1918. It also houses the Mardi Gras Museum, home to some of the best and most famous carnival costumes. And even today, it's best known for its quality Creole cooking. So what better place to have a go at cooking a classic Creole shrimp dish? I'm all dressed, got my coat on. Let's get this Creole going.
Let's get busy.
To make this, you need to fry some onions, celery and green pepper. Add crushed garlic and spring onions. Not forgetting the shrimps.
These are our Louisiana Gulf shrimp.
Then add your fish stock and tomato paste.
Woo! It's hot in here.
And finally, simmer for 5 minutes.
Why in particular is Creole attached with New Orleans?
Oh, it was founded by the Spanish, the French, heavy influence, and indigenous Indians.
Right.
And later on, a strong Italian influence.
Right, Tommy, I've definitely got to try this bad boy. Let's get in there. We always take it from the pan. It's always that little bit better. Hot. Good. Well, Tommy, New Orleans is very famous for seafood, as we know. Now, I've tried some prawns, but the one thing I've never tried in my life is oysters. What do you think?
No problem. You enjoy yourself outside with some fine jazz, and we'll send some oysters right out to you.
Wow, thank you very much, sir.
Most welcome.
It just tastes like a gooey ball of salt. I didn't even taste it, I just swallowed it. Just got it in there and down as fast as possible. Yeah, they're not for me. I think I'll stick with the fish and chips. Well, my trip to New Orleans has been a truly unforgettable one. There's great music, great food, the French Quarter is a truly great place, and most of all, the people are fantastic.
Next week, I'll be checking out the birthplace of the blues, sampling some home-cooked southern food, and listening to the oldest rocker in town and an authentic juke joint in Clarksdale, Mississippi.